Alrighty, welcome to another episode of Life and Whiskey. As always, I'm Jordan, and today we are going to check out one of my wife's new favorites, Laphroaig Quarter Cask. We found this. We went out one night to a fancy place here in town for dinner, courtesy of my brother and a Christmas gift. And they had this quarter cask on the shelf, and we went out hunting for it and had some difficulty tracking it down here in town. But we were finally able to get our hands on it, and it's not because they didn't have it, it's because they were out of stock of it in a lot of the stores here in town. But was able to pick it up for $62.99. I'm sure I probably could have picked it up for, like $59 or something like that had I been able to find it at one of the cheaper stores. But totally worth every penny at that. You can tell we've already dug into it a little bit. As I said before, my wife and I have gone down this Isla journey, and so far we have not been able to outpeat my wife. Now, it's funny, so my wife was never really much of a whiskey drinker. I started this channel, started doing some exploring. She started getting into it with me. I kind of hooked her on the ryes, which was always my favorite category. Then we went into bourbons, and since that's the vast majority of stuff on the shelf, I must have 40 or 50 bourbons right now. We kind of plowed through those together. There were things she liked, things she didn't like. And then she got me the Lagavulin 16 for my birthday, a $90 bottle. And, barely got it out of the package. We're like, hey, let's check it out. And both of us instantly fell in love. So then that kind of tripped the trigger, like, hey, we got to go do some exploring, right? So started to explore. We got the Laphroaig, then we got the Ardbeg. And then when we were out to eat, we tried this Laphroaig, and we found out that she was a big fan of the quarter cask here. So decided that I was gonna go ahead, make the leap, pick up the bottle. Like I said, $62.99. Well worth it. Let's see what we got in the glass here. The next video I do is going to be the Select cask, and then depending on how I feel after this, I'm going to do a comparison of Laphroaig 10, the quarter cask, and the Select all together, and we'll see if we can't pick out a winner for me anyways out of the three. Each of the expressions are definitely different. They share a lot of the through line flavor characteristics and profile, but they are definitely different whiskeys from start to finish. And so because of that, I highly encourage you, if you are a Laphroaig 10 fan or a Laphroaig fan at all, go exploring, pick out some of the other different varieties you can get. So it says Laphroaig was established 1815. It's an Isla Scotch. Peat smoke is the name of the game here. 48% ABV, which makes it 96 proof. So here we go. On the nose, iodine and a little bit of sea salt brine. It's fun. So if you're not already, check out the Whiskey Tribe and the Whiskey Vault. I think I didn't put links, but I put the names in the description of the video down below, so definitely check those guys out. They're the people that are responsible for me creating this channel and kind of started me on my whiskey journey. Anyways, but they did a word cloud of Isla Scotches, and so some of the more entertaining descriptors were like mermaid's bath water, seagull's armpit, like fish and ocean, and it's just entertaining what some people say, and you definitely get some interesting stuff. Band-aids, iodine, salt brine, and campfire are the dominating notes in the nose. On the taste, we get starts out with a really heavy peat smoke that drops off into this sweet vanilla caramel. Sweet vanilla caramel. It's a sea salt cover caramel, like Christmas caramel, chewy candy. Then that salt carries over into the nice briny oakiness. A little bit of ethanol at the end. It's just a really nice, well-balanced whiskey, kind of oily in the beginning. The nose hasn't changed a whole lot. Yeah, smoke first, then the sweet notes fill in the middle, followed up with the brine and more smoke at the end. I find that to be the general character of Laphroaig, is that smoke first, and then you get these nice, really sweet, creamy middle notes, and then smoke and brine at the end. I personally love that flavor profile. Now, if you're not familiar with Laphroaig, I highly recommend starting out with a Islay, more subdued and cheaper, because I find that Islay whiskeys are a love-hate thing, right? There's very few people in the middle on this one. You either love them, such as myself and my wife, or you hate them and you can't imagine anybody ever drinking that stuff. Very few people are on the fence about it. And Laphroaig is kind of in the upper tier of smokiness. Ardbeg as well, some other expressions. And to me, they're not dominating, they're not over the top by any stretch. It's very nice, well-balanced whiskey. So they're a quarter cask. Huge fan of this one. Next video is going to be the select. We'll see what I have to say about that when we drink that one. But yeah, so single malt Islay whiskey. Nice peat smoke in there. Nice sweet caramel in the middle. Nice heavy brine on the end. So like I said, I was able to pick this up for $62.99 here locally. As I said, I've seen prices start to creep up a little, just $1 or $2. But you know what? That's the world we're living in right now. And let me know what you can find it for in your area. Also, if you're already a fan, I'd love to hear what you have to say about Laphroaig. If you're not a fan, also drop that down in the comments below as well. I'd love to hear what you have to say about it. You know what? Again, if it's an intro to Islay for you, you might not want to check this one out. Maybe go get that McLeland's that I reviewed previously. But if not, go for it. If you like the smoke, if you think you're a fan of it, Laphroaig's the way to go. Anyways, thanks for watching. As always, have yourselves a great day, and we'll catch you in the next video.